Good morning, Cypress Village. This is Ty Morgan, your Executive Director. Today is Friday, March 20th, and it is a gorgeous spring day out there. I hope everybody has been able to enjoy some of the fresh air and beautiful weather. We have a lot of information to share this Friday morning. Big shout out to our faithful coffee chatters in person. I wanted to say good morning to you and all of our faithful listeners. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you here shortly.
Good morning, Cypress Village. This is Natalie, your Director of Environmental Services. Welcome spring, yay! I'm glad that some of you have taken advantage of our little green blower for your balconies. Feel free to anybody come down and use it. It's there, the battery's charged. Just give it a little whirlwind and enjoy your balconies. Also, I have a little bit of information about the wellness fair. So I know that you all are going to get a tiny little hand sanitizer in your wellness fair bag. Those are for you to use throughout the building in case you get a little space where you can't wash your hands or you're taking the trash out and you don't want to feel that trash gook. So Wellness is going to gift you a little hand sanitizer, and the EVS department will be having a refill station for you to use at your leisure. Whenever you need to. The refill station will be in the EVS office in the kitchen, and that way we keep our hands clean, we keep ourselves safe, and we keep sickness at a bay. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Scott Marquardt from the security office. Just a couple reminders. First off, I would just like to bring light to the fact that the lake is still a golf cart free zone. The only people you should see out there on a golf cart would be security, just making sure that no one fell in the lake or something bad happened. We don't do it very often either, due to just the safety of those tight trails with pedestrians. So make sure that you are staying off of those areas. Also, just be conscious of pedestrians behind the building in general. There are a lot of narrow spaces, so making sure that we're going slow and stopping and making sure that we're mindful of where people could be walking in blind areas. Also, I would like to speak about our caregivers and primary service providers. Just make sure that they are still signing into the building with AccuShield and also ensuring that they are up to date with AccuShield so that we do not have people who are not supposed to be in our building or who have not been vetted properly. So let's make sure that if you have a caregiver who is working with you, let's just make sure that they are signing in as they should. Additionally, the parking garage underneath, we've noticed a couple of caregivers who have been stealing parking spaces that are not their own or using them for a quick drop-off of residents who do not have spaces. So let's nip that in the bud and make sure that those drop-offs are happening not in someone's reserved spaces. Those are for the people who pay the monthly fee to have one. And I know that the garage is full right now and we have a waiting list, but let's make sure that those spaces are used by the people who actually are paying for those fees. The last thing I have to talk about is George Williams. He's my new night guard. He'll be working 3 days a week. He just got done training and we are gonna take the training wheels off here shortly. So if you're a night owl or an early riser, you may see him around the campus. Welcome him if you do see him. He is a good guy and we have high hopes for his longevity here. He does split his time with us and Mayo. So really, really professional guard, really excited for what he's going to do for us here at Cypress Village. And I guess will give you a quick update on the twins. Beckett and Owen have started bottle feeding as of yesterday, and they were successful, which is a huge milestone for them, so that they can eventually go home, which will be soon enough. We're hoping between 3 and 5 weeks we can get those little ones home. So they're doing good, about 6 pounds and 4 ounces for Beckett and Owens, 5 pounds and 4 ounces. So he's just trying to play catch up with his brother, but they're doing really good, and we're excited to have them home soon. That's all from me. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you around the village.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. First, starting off, I just wanted to explain that whenever we send communication and it is time sensitive or it is an urgent, important message, typically what we will do is text and or call using our text-to-mall system. That is because majority of our people have text messaging or have a phone of some sort where we can leave a message. And then things like app alerts, emails, those types of things, those are what we consider supplemental ways of communicating. So those won't be our primary methods if and when there's an urgent or time-sensitive communication. So for example, when we had the press conference sign up, that was an event that needed to come together within 48 hours, basically. So, and it had a link associated with it, so that the best way that's going to capture majority of our community was texting. I know there is a handful of people who don't text or maybe didn't receive the text message, but that is going to be our primary method. So I would recommend working with the concierge desk to see why that might be the case. I know some of you had reached out in advance and we saw that your number, it was delivered to you. But you can always check by texting our number 904-807-6102 and typing the word unstop, UNSTOP, to that to make sure that you haven't accidentally blocked it. Or if you add that phone number to your contact list in your phone won't think it's spam or try to block it, things like that, because sometimes that's what gets in the way of you receiving a message. But be advised that that is going to be the primary method for if there's an emergency, if we have a weather event or plumbing issue or something like that, we will do a text message and a phone call to try and capture as many people. But like I said, if we have an RSVP link or something that we actually you have to click on it and we have to send it out, the best method to do that is a text message for the majority of the community. And then speaking of the press conference, so we were very honored to host our Florida Governor, Ron DeSantis, last Friday for a general update on the legislative session. I was very proud of our team for how everything came together. And like I said, it was a very short last minute time frame that we had to get it all. But we're pros. We've done it before and we were able to do it again. And logistically, everything went very well. And I asked their coordinator on the government side, why Cypress Village? This message literally could be anywhere. And she said, well, yeah, usually if it's education, we want to have the press conference at a school, or if it's healthcare at a hospital. But since this was a general announcement session, we were just thinking of one of my favorite venues. You all do a really great job. You're easy to work with. You make everything look professional. So it was a huge compliment that the coordinator for our local government's team, our state government's team, thinks of Cypress Village when they think of the best venue in Jacksonville to host. So we were very honored, and it was just a huge, incredible compliment that they chose us. I believe our version of our recording of it will be going out, if not already, you'll have it this Friday, but if you can also Google it and see it on a lot of different news outlets. News4Jax had a pretty good overview, and they mentioned Cypress Village by name, which was cool as well. This week, so by today, you should have your directory letter in your in-house box that has the information that we have on file for you in the directory. Please be advised if the email we have for you is misspelled, or we're missing an email or a phone number, it's your old address, or you're going to be moving soon or something like that, please indicate that on the letter and return it to concierge. If everything is absolutely perfect, no further action is needed. So just be aware of that. And then I want to give a special thank you to my Easter egg stuffing volunteers this week. We had Pat Manko, Linda Dougherty, Nancy Rochester, Penny Thompson, and Miss Angie Harris all help stuff thousands of Easter eggs for the employee Easter egg hunt. I hope your fingers are doing okay after all that stuffing, but your service does not go unnoticed. So thank you so much for helping us with that. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention that our new incoming security manager, Bruce Whitman, he has passed all of his prerequisites to get here. So it looks like he's going to be joining us for orientation on April 6th. So I look forward to having him hit the ground running with Scott, do some training, get to meet you all. So you'll get to see our new security manager very, very soon. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Lisa Green again. I am calling just as a quick reminder. We have our second A Taste of the Pines, which is next Tuesday, the 24th. We're going to be 11:30 over in the private dining room. And again, this is a way for you, whether you're a resident in the apartments or you live in a house, come learn about your contract, learn about all the different options as you move through the full continuum. It's about a 45-minute presentation that I give. You get to meet the team from the Pines, which is our memory care and assisted living communities, and then stay and have lunch with us. So if you haven't already registered, just contact Lexi in the sales office and we will get you signed up. I hope to see you there.
How are you guys doing today? My name is Tyler Pizak, the Associate Dining Director here at Cypress Village. A couple of updates today. What we're going to be doing is, first and foremost, Bar Bingo next Wednesday. It's going to be from 2:15, 3:30. Might have a special guest come by. Hopefully he does. But regardless, come show out. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time. Speaking next Thursday and Friday, so we're going to be doing, it's opening day for baseball. Great American classic sport. Played for 19 years, so I want to make it fun for down here. So what I'm going to do is staff will be dressed up, shirts, jerseys, hats, which I also recommend if you come down. We're going to have like a limited menu. We're going to be doing a bunch of different stuff, maybe like some cheesesteaks, some hot dogs, chili cheese dogs, nachos. Chef's going to put out a nice gourmet thing. We're also going to be doing $2 beers. Who doesn't like beer in baseball? It just goes well. It knocks it out of the park, let's just say. So come on down Thursday and Friday. It's going to be a great time. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'll try to get every different baseball. If you try to come early, suggest a TV, I'll make it happen. Also, we have a gourmet dinner, $125. It's next Wednesday, the 25th. We're going to be doing, it's elegant, like top notch, like Chef Justin just, I definitely want to say, we have a nice wine pairing with it. It's a lot of Napa Valley stuff. We have some Caymus wines, Bellagio. It's just really good stuff that we're pairing with these meals. And Justin does a fantastic job with this. So please sign up. It is $125. I know it sounds like a lot, but you're getting the experience. You're getting the show. You're getting what you expect. And I definitely would recommend signing up before you can. So that's also something. Other than that, I really don't have too much, but hopefully you see it next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and let's have some fun.
Hi everyone, it's Haley Culver, your dining room supervisor. And first things first, I just wanted to say thank you everybody for coming down for St. Patty's Day and showing your festive colors in green. We really enjoyed it, and I heard the shepherd's pie was great, so we hope you enjoyed that, as well as we had corned beef and cabbage on the buffet. Please continue to give us feedback on any of our events or just dining in general, your comment cards that you get after your meal. We do appreciate those very much. We do look into those very often when we get them, as well as in your app. Feel free to go into the app and give us feedback through there. We take feedback very seriously here at Cypress Village, especially in dining. We want to make sure you guys are getting the greatest dining experience possible. So with St. Patty's Day, our next big holiday is going to be Easter Sunday. With that being said, given it's still 2 weeks away, we do want to prepare for that and make sure everything flows smoothly. So please, if you have any reservations of parties of 5 or more, please let me or Emma or any of us in the dining areas know, so we can accommodate. And if we need to put tables together in Lakeside, or if you would like to sit in Lakeside, if you have a bigger party with your family, we would love to do that for you. So please just let us know as soon as possible. But yeah, thank you guys so much. If you have any questions or any concerns, comments, please let us all know in the dining areas, and I hope to see you guys around. Bye.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. It's Brianne from Community Life Services coming with a couple updates and then events for next week. The first thing is tonight is the Spring Fling Dance. We did not have as many signups as we usually do for our parties. Not completely sure why, but we've decided to make this an open event. So even if you haven't signed up but you still want to come down to get food, you are more than welcome to come and join us in Egret Hall. There is a cost of 16 points or $16 for the buffet, but it will be a full meal. The Loon's Nest will be open for that meal, but it'll only be serving that buffet style meal and drinks. It will not be open for regular dinner service. So please come down and check us out. We'll have a live band, we'll have some beautiful decorations, and it'll be a great time. The next thing I want to talk about is the art history lectures. So every Wednesday we do a virtual art history lecture series in the MML, and it was brought to my attention that some residents had missed a couple weeks and they would like to know where they can watch those videos. So I have made a folder on the Cypress Village app under Community Life that has all of the links to all of the videos that we watch. So I make a playlist every week. And so each week there's multiple videos, but each video has a link. You just can click on the link within the app and the video should pop right up. If you have any questions or concerns about that, just let my office know. Now for the events for next week. It's a pretty light week. On Wednesday, we've got our art history lecture at 11 a.m. in the MML, and that is Baroque art. On Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. we have the Wellness Fair, and that is across the campus, so please make sure to stop by. Brianne's Cookies will be in attendance, so please make sure to grab them while you can. And Friday, March 27th at 10 a.m., we've got the Sisters Creations pop-up shop. They are one of our awesome vendors who come to our markets, and they're doing their own special pop-up shop in the main lobby with their creations, so please make sure to stop by for that as well. That's all for me. It's pretty short and sweet, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a fabulous week. Just a couple updates from the Wellness Center. Come by today anytime between 10:30 and 12 for breakfast and BPs. Get a nice light breakfast snack, enjoy some great company with your neighbors, and of course, get your blood pressure taken by Patty. And meet me in the main lobby today for Social Walking Club. I'm always going to be there at 1 o'clock. So please meet me with a friend, with a four-legged friend. Let's take a quick walk around the lake. The weather should be turning very nice for us by Friday afternoon. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all out there. And if you can't make Social Walking Club today, you know, we have Cindy leading Social Walking Club on Tuesdays at 11:30, still meeting right in the main lobby for that nice walk around the lake. And Peace of Mind Support Group will also be back with Bobby on Tuesday, March 24th at 3 p.m. in room A6. Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, March 25th from 9 till 12 p.m. And the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower C, the houses and pill packs. March 26th is one of the biggest days of the year for your wellness department. It is our annual wellness fair. We have over 30 vendors that will be stationed from Veterans Lobby through the main lobby and into Egret Hall, all for you to visit and meet with. A big thank you to our healthcare committee volunteers, Lori Argalis and Janet Kalaki, who helped Chrissy pre-stuff all of our goodie bags for all of our attendees for next week's fair. I also want to give a pre-thank you to everyone who is going to be volunteering the day of. We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to help us out from 10 to 2 on the 26th. And just as another gratitude, to show a little gratitude, we will make sure that you have lunch ready. We will have box lunches available for you all to grab at your convenience. And lastly, a daily dose of wellness. This day marks the official start of spring in the Northern Hemisphere and the beginning of autumn in the Southern Hemisphere. The spring equinox brings nearly equal day and night, signals longer daylight hours, and inspires both natural growth and human celebrations, welcoming the season of renewal. So my challenge to you all this weekend is to truly get out and soak in these first few days of spring with a posture of gratitude and thankfulness to the one who truly made it all possible. I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
My name is Victor Sule. I am a staff here, a registered nurse at Cypress Village Rehab, and I have been working here about a year ago, and I'm glad to be here this afternoon. I am currently doing my bachelor's in nursing. So I'm originally from Africa, so when I moved here, my elder sister, she's a nurse. So when I see her and the passion she has for nursing, she kind of said, hey, do you want to be a nurse too? I said yes. So that was how I became a nurse. I'm a father of two. I have two boys, and the scholarship that I got from the Cypress Scholarship Fund has helped me so much to ease the burden on the finances for me and my family. I am so, so grateful for this scholarship fund because it has helped me so much, and I believe it has helped other staff that have been working here too. And I'm so grateful and thankful for everyone that has contributed towards this fund. And I pray that God will replenish them tremendously in Jesus' name.
All right, good afternoon, Cypress residents. Ray Burns, Cypress Village Landscape Superintendent. We are moving over from our winter schedule into our summer schedule. So I'll give you guys a little update on how that's gonna work. It's a little bit different than last year, very little. We will be in the common areas and the putting green and all those areas on Mondays and half a day Tuesdays. Tuesdays, we will be on Silverberry. Wednesdays, will be Silkvine. Thursdays will be William Davis and Militant Park East, and Fridays will be West. The detail crew, they are out on Indigo right now. Same plan is to still get to every house every 3 to 4 weeks. So if you guys do see them out there on Silverberry and Indigo, that area, you can think 3 weeks ahead of time that we'll be back over there. Leaf pickup is still ongoing. We're gonna be doing that during your mow service because it's really just picking up leaves or mulching them up. We don't have separate days for those now. Winter cuts are complete. If you guys do have some shrubs that did not get cut or you still want them cut, please just put in your work order. Weed control, that's also getting done right now. The guys are on the medians on William Davis, but we'll be headed into the communities probably next week. And again, that's like every month. You guys will see them out there spraying. Other than that, summer's coming. See you guys soon.
All right, I'm back, and the first item I would like to touch on was the big event that we had last week. We had the governor of the state of Florida here, Mr. Ron DeSantis, and his team. They had requested Cypress Village specifically and exclusively, I'm very honored of that request, within 36 hours of the actual press conference. And the team did an overall great job meeting the demands and the desires and wishes of the DeSantis team. And they had nothing but great compliments about our community, the people that they met, and the interactions they had. So it was a big, big win for Cypress Village. Again, we keep climbing the ladder from senators to lieutenant governors. Now we're at governors. So all of our efforts have really been very, very beneficial. And we've seen a lot of return on the investment of time. So a big thank you to everyone that allowed us to shut down the Loon's Nest and host the governor. Many thanks. It was a big honor. Next on the list is I wanted to let all of our residents know that the Scholarship Fund is going to be kicking off on Monday, March 23rd. And they've got an ice cream social, and they want everybody to come by and just meet the actual scholarship committee and hear and talk about some of the things that they have planned for the upcoming 2026 year. That is going to be again in Egret Hall on Monday the 23rd between 2 and 3 p.m. Come on by and say hello, enjoy some ice cream, and hear about the fundraising efforts for 2026. Next item on my list is on Wednesday of next week as well, the 25th at 3 p.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge. We have our very own Sarah Nina. Sarah is going to share the quarterly financials with our residents. She'll be sharing Q4 2025. So any residents are interested about hearing about how Cypress Village is performing financially, you're more than welcome to join. And again, as a reminder, that is on Wednesday, the 25th at 3 p.m. On to resident recognition. I just want to give a big shout out to the Putters Club, specifically Richard Stocklein, Pam, and Kate Chambers for all of the efforts and work that they put in for the Putters tournament that we just had last week as well before the players. And the tournament itself went great. Pam always is phenomenal with the mic and getting all the cats herded up for the event itself. And Richard and Kate are the powerhouses behind the scenes doing all of the legwork to make the tournament such a success. So in addition to all of us having a great time and getting together, I believe there were a decent amount of proceeds that were raised for the canines for Warriors. And I want to say it was just shy of a couple $1,000s. So great job to our residents for the fundraising. And thanks for the Putters Club for coming out and participating in making that happen. And this really isn't recognition, but I did want to give a shout out. I saw a picture of one of my favorite residents. She is a great lady, Miss Elizabeth Steck, and she is one resident that has an outfit or shoes, the entire enchilada for every single holiday. And Liz, I loved your picture, and I think you were with Tyler Pizak in your St. Patty's Day outfit. So didn't see the shoes, but I'm sure they were there. And a big shout out to you as well, Liz. So thanks for being a great resident. On to trivia. I got a couple announcements to make here. I'm going to rewind back to the 11th. We had Hot Shots. Hot Shots had a big win back on the 11th, and then just recently on the 18th, we had a tie. I don't think we've ever had a tie. I didn't know they existed, but apparently, the Vets and the Lunatics had a tie on the 18th, so we'll see how that works itself out next week, but always interesting there. And on one last announcement, I did want to let our residents know that I have been offered and presented an opportunity within the company, and I'm very honored to take it and accept it. It does involve me working with Sherry Robinson and a couple other regional vice presidents in that realm of operations. And I would basically be overseeing Cypress Village, which I always want to be a part of and plan to be a part of till I retire. That's the goal. And another community, its name is Regency Oaks, and it's in Clearwater, Florida. So I will be working with Regency Oaks and the executive director there on day-to-day operations, strategy, sales, all the things we do here at Cypress Village. But I did want to let our residents know that I was promoted, and I have accepted gracefully and gratefully, and I'm looking forward to it. I would not expect a lot of change here. I plan to be here, 3 to 4 weeks out of every month. I may travel over to the Clearwater area once a month for a couple days. For a site visit, but I think the majority of it will be handled via phone and Teams, Zoom calls. So anyway, I did want to make that announcement because we did let the RAC know yesterday as well. So I wanted to be the first to tell the community before anybody else heard. And now on to my favorite part of Coffee Chat, which is birthdays. But I need to warn everybody, you're going to have to buckle up. We missed birthdays last week, so I got 2 weeks of birthdays. I'll do my best. And we're going to kick it off with the 13th. I'm going to rewind a week, and we are going to kick. Leonard Smith had a big birthday. It was 93 for Leonard last week on the 13th. Leonard, happy birthday. Maureen Campbell also had a birthday on the 13th. Happy belated birthday, Maureen. We had Mr. Ray Matson and Dr. Jean Latimer's birthdays on the 14th. And Ray was a big 91, and Jean was a big 95. Happy birthday to you guys. On the 15th, we've got 2 residents. We've got Miss Maureen Mayhew and Miss Wynn Evans. On the 16th, we've got our solo birthday gal. Her name is Rhoda Booten. Rhoda, happy birthday to you. On the 16th. On the 17th, we've got a handful. We've got Mr. Jim Hogan, Elsa Tro, Burned U7, sorry, I cannot see that very well. Suzanne Weinberg on the 17th. On the 18th, we've got Margaret Sweat. Happy birthday, Margaret. On the 19th, a soul birthday boy, Mr. Arch Copeland. On the 20th, we've got Ruth Leby. It's a big birthday for Ruth. It's 90th on the 20th, which is today. Happy birthday to you, Ruth. We've also got Rosemary Copeland, Elizabeth Dickey, and Edith Vanderhoek on the 20th, along with William Fast. Well, a lot of birthdays on the 20th there. Happy birthday to all of you. On the 21st, we've got Patricia Wilkes. Happy birthday to our solo birthday gal, which is tomorrow. And on the 22nd, we've got Mr. Firm Telmos. It's a big birthday for him. It's the 90th, and that's on the 22nd. Mr. Bill Fenton, happy birthday, Bill, on the 22nd to you as well. We've got Ed Froelich on the 23rd as the sole birthday boy. Ed, happy birthday to you on the 23rd. And Mr. Ron Kowalski on the 24th, big one for him, 93. Also Pam Gordon on the 24th, happy birthday to Pam. And I'm going to wrap it up on the 25th with Miss Lorraine Resnick and Mary Worth Crouch. Happy birthday, Lorraine and Mary Worth. On the 25th, we're wishing you a birthday ahead of time. So, residents, that is going to cap off another virtual coffee chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day and God bless.